we're so overcome by the loss, we miss the lesson. And this is a great loss. But there is a lesson. And the lesson is very important. There's a discussion Allah has in the Quran that I think exemplifies the character of Molana Asad Jaffri. In Surah Munafiqun, the final 3 verses, Surah Munafiqun, the 63rd chapter, talks about the hypocrites. But at the end of the chapter about the hypocrites, Allah has a conversation with the believers. Final 3 verses of that surah are talking to us, not the hypocrites. And when Allah talks to us in this, He says, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu la tulhikum amwalukum wa la awladukum an dhikrillah. Wa man yaf'al dhalika fa ulaika humul khasirun. Allah says, oh, for those of you who have faith, don't let your wealth and your children distract you from the worship of Allah. And whoever does that has certainly become a loser, has lost. And then he continues, وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُم مِّن قَبْلِ أَن يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّ لَوْلَا أَخَرْتَنِي إِلَىٰ أَجْلٍ قَرِيبٍ فَأَصَدَّقَ وَأَكُن مِّنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. Allah continues, He says, spend out from the rizq that we gave you before death comes to you, and you say, oh Allah, extend my life a little bit so that I could do some sadaqah, I could do some good deeds and be amongst the righteous people. And then Allah finishes this surah, He says, لَن يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجْلُهَا. Allah does not delay the time of death for anyone if their time has come. وَاللَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. And Allah certainly knows that which you would do. When I look at this series of verses and I look at the life of someone like Molana Asad Jaffri, I see that he was someone who took this very seriously. Because one of the things we would all say about Molana Asad Jaffri is slow down. What's the rush? MashaAllah, sometimes he would recite 2-3 sets of majlis simultaneously. You could see him anywhere in this country. You would know that he was either in this country, out of this country. He didn't even live in America, but I saw him more in America than anywhere else. But he was constantly rushing for the opportunity to do good. When Allah says, spend from the rizq that I give you, the rizq that Allah gave us is not just the wealth. It's our intellect. It's our speech. It's our good character. It's our energy. Molana Asad Jaffri didn't wait that, oh, let me get something, then I'll do something. Every opportunity he had, he took it seriously. He didn't look at, oh, these people, they only call me when no one else is available. Or he didn't look at, oh, does this community pay or does it not pay? What kind of a crowd is sitting there? He would look at the opportunity to serve the Ahl-e-Bait, to be acknowledged in a good effort, and he would push himself. Didn't matter how many people were watching and listening. It was the opportunity to preserve and present the message. The lesson for us is don't wait to do something good. Don't think that someday I'll become something good. Take every opportunity you get in your life to do any good thing and push yourself. Go out and do that good. Go out and do that service. Doesn't matter if the people you're serving will appreciate you. Doesn't matter if the people you are serving will praise you. Doesn't matter if the people you are serving will even acknowledge the fact that you did anything. But Allah doesn't forget. Allah doesn't let anything go. So which is why, when Allah says that even if you wanted to extend your life just to do good things, Allah will not delay that death from you. But look at what Allah says. When He finishes this final verse of this surah, He says, وَاللَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. Certainly Allah is well aware of what you do. You know the significance of that message? Is that if I did good every day of my life, and I die, if Allah takes my soul before I did all of the good things I intended to, Allah knows that if He would have continued to give me life, I would have continued to do good. And He will continue to reward me as if I did all of those good things. Don't wait that someday I'm going to do something good. Start today. Take the lesson that this was someone who pushed himself to do good things for the sake of Islam and Ahl-e-Bait, who made sacrifices today, who took whatever he possessed and served the cause of Allah with it. Each of us has that opportunity. Don't wait for another day. Don't wait for another opportunity. Serve the cause of Allah today, because we don't know when our last will come. If you would have asked me for 100 people I thought would die before Sayyid Asad Jaffri, all of them are still alive and he left. If you think about, if I can think about 100 people that I think I would never see again, he would not have been on that list. In the same way, I don't know if you'll see me again or if we'll have the opportunity to sit again. So the one thing that's so important is take the time today. Don't delay. Don't wait. Don't let somebody else take that responsibility. Don't let somebody else do that good thing. Step forward, push yourself. And if it's something that you know Allah would like, don't let it go. And that's the example that he lived. And that's the example we want to inculcate in our lives. We ask Allah by the right of this majlis, by the right of the Hadirin Ghaibin, that, oh Allah, forgive my home. Oh Allah, send blessings upon him and his family. Allah, preserve his children, our children, our community on the path of Ahl-e-Bait, and hasten the reappearance of Sahib as-Sabah. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.